Welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of Damn Fools. My name is Erik.
And my name is Trenton.
And we are your hosts. Thanks for tuning in.
Could be a cradle, could be a tomb. Cars are coffins indeed. That was Wheels by the seminal Minneapolis-based punk rock band Hüsker Dü, also the fastest band in the world. Off of their 1983 release, Everything Falls Apart. Way to bring us home, Erik, back to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
What a stellar selection, and so apropos for this episode. However, before we introduce tonight's special guest, we have a very, very special announcement, don't we?
Yes, we do. We do. So we have partnered with our friends at Behind Bars Bike Shop in Northeast Minneapolis to give away an entry to the already completely sold out Last Dam. So Behind Bars is raffling the entry off for $10 per ticket over at behind-bars.com, at their website, behind-bars.com. All proceeds from the raffle will be going to Adventure Camp 2021. It's a day camp for kids affected by parental incarceration. So please go to behind-bars.com to buy a ticket, support this great cause, and potentially win the last damn spots on our official roster.
Damn right. That's our
right.
last damn spot on the last damn roster for the last damn. I can say last and damn. I don't know how many more times. So with that, and now without further ado, our expert in aerodynamics and speed, maker of the fastest wheels on the planet, I'm pretty sure. He's Head's repository of knowledge and has served more crepes than anyone at Central Minnesota's County Ditch number 13. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Andy Tetmeyer. Welcome to the show, Andy.
Hey, thanks. How you doing, guys?
Doing well.
Doing really good. Yeah, thanks for being here. So I tried to find a Yelp review for this County Ditch 13 crepe place, and I came up completely empty. So I don't think you're getting credit where credit is due.
Definitely not.
So, but before we get to the question of the day, which I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that it probably has something to do with wheels. But can you tell us a little bit about Head, your products, how one gets the title Repository of Knowledge?
Sure, yeah. Head's been around for 35 years. Steve Head started the company literally in the garage industry. He started making a single product, which was a disc wheel for road racing, for time trials. And that was in the 80s. He worked on the Olympics shortly after he started making that wheel. Kept on making new stuff. I started working for Steve and Annie in the middle 90s. And I'm still there. Steve unfortunately passed away in 2014, but we're still going strong. We're still making damn fast wheels, and that's what we do. Aerodynamics is a huge part of it. Carbon fiber. We make wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And how does one become the repository of knowledge?
I was
Is it just like the length of time that you've been there?
Well, it's kind of, when I started working at Head, I was like the 7th employee. And so we're up there in White Bear Lake in this little house on 9th Street that Steve and Annie had put a big addition onto. And it was a factory, but there was always somebody living upstairs. And, coming in as the 7th person there and sticking around for a long time, I just knew a lot of stuff. And at some point, it was like, you start getting asked, what's your job title? And, wheel maker dude. I think I still put wheel guru on my tax forms where they say, I put wheel guru. But that's how I'm the repository of knowledge. It says it on my business card. And after 25 years, that's what you get. You learn a lot.
And that's what you are to me. Every time I talk to you, I learn something new, and I'm excited to learn some new things tonight. Head has been a partner and proud sponsor of ours since the very beginning. I remember approaching you when the dam was just an idea, and you were enthusiastically on board before I even finished unrolling the plan. Since then, Head has been essential to the logistics and race. and contributed greatly to the racer experience. So thanks to you, thanks to Annie and the rest of the Head family for being the absolute best. We appreciate it.
No, thanks.
Yeah, and I've actually had some of those crepes, so yeah, they're damn good. So
Sweet or
maybe,
savory? What's the fave?
I went with sweet. I think I think there's peanut butter and something else on it. So maybe that is savory. I don't know, but they were all good. They're all excellent. They were excellent. So maybe I will write that Yelp review.
You should. I want to
But
see
anyways, yeah. Anyways, so but now on to the question of the day. So drum roll, please.
that. Yes.
So the question is, my dam bike still has its stock hoops, so I'm thinking about an upgrade. My pal Steve just upgraded his gravel rig with a set of 650B wheels and thinks that I should do the same for the dam.
Yeah.
What should I look for? Carbon, alloy, 700C, 650B? I just want to go fast. Ricky Bobby.
Well, there's not much to unpack there, is there? Carbon or alloy, not your first concern. If you're going for a podium spot, you want to make everything lightest and fastest. But the question wasn't, I want to finish on the second step. It was on the second bag of salt, right? Remember that?
Yep.
It's I want to go fast. So you can ride 650 or 700. You can spend the money on carbon. It's going to be lighter and it's going to be faster. It's going to absorb a little more road buzz. But really what you should be looking for is a well-built set of wheels. Somebody who knew what they were doing, whether it's us, whether it's your local shop. There are plenty of shops here that do great jobs with wheels. So start with a really good build. Get a wide rim, at least 23 wide, 25 wide. If you're looking at some 650B stuff, you're going to find 27 wide. It's going to spread your tire out and make it ride a lot better across that 240 miles of gravel. You're going to, at some point, yeah, I mean, you start this thing, it's midnight, the fireworks go off, and yeah, rah, I'm full of adrenaline. And then about an hour before sunrise, somewhere in there reality sets in. You're like, what am I doing out here? And that's when not only reality set in, but some weariness is setting in. You've already been bumping over that gravel for 6 hours if it's an hour before sunrise. Comfort really plays a big part in a ride this long. It's not about high tire pressure. It's not about saving 20 grams. It's about the cumulative mile after mile, 240 miles to get to the other end. You want something big that gives you air volume. A wide rim is going to help that. A bigger tire is going to help that. So yeah, spend what your budget allows. Most of the time when you spend more money, you're going to get a better product. Make sure as well as you can that your wheel builder's doing a great job. Ask your friends, ask at the local shop. And then make sure that you can get the air volume in there. 650B is going to give you more air volume. You're going to get a more comfortable ride as long as you don't try and run that thing at 50 PSI. That's a mistake. But that's what you want to do. You want to rank comfort up there higher than carbon, higher than 650B or 700 necessarily. Ask around, find out what people are riding. I'm kind of a fan of 700 around here and on the dam. The route is not bone rattling. It's not going to kill you. You can ride it on some 35s. Probably should ride it on 38s or 42s. But it's not a requirement that you would ride the 47s or bigger that a 650B is going to get you. Get some other opinions. But get the right wheels. Duh. That's what we're talking about. Get well-built wheels. Talk to some people, see what they like. You'll get plenty of opinions, sort them out. It's like Googling how do I fix my car on the internet. You're gonna get tons of answers.
Sorry, John, but so the question I have is like 650B, because I hear a lot of that. I've never ridden 650B, and it sounds like they're maybe a little bit, those tend to be maybe a little bit stronger. You can fit a bigger tire on there. It's like, what is really the biggest difference between 650B and 700C?
It's really about the tire, and you're certainly right. You can fit a bigger tire. There aren't a lot of, I can't think of any 650B tires that are in the low 30s for width. They are really popular, those 650Bs out west, where the gravel is not our gravel here. It's the big fist-sized chunks of rock. And you need that air volume and that cushion to be able to just, rip straight down the road and not worry too much about where you're going without getting thrown off your bike. 650B is unnecessary for dam. If you're going to, say, plan on riding Heck of the North, you're starting to get into that rough terrain up there. Bigger tire is going to help you. So think about where you're riding. If you're staying in southern Minnesota, 700's probably.
So Head just dropped a kind of a new wheel line on the world here, just in the last couple of months, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Something called the Emporia. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because that's a gravel specific wheel line, correct?
It is, and it's gone under a couple names, and frankly, we had some trademark issues with that. So it's now the Emporia. It really is gravel specific. We make it in carbon and alloy. Both of those versions are 25 millimeters wide internally, which is on the high end of the market. That goes back to getting that air volume that I talked about that's going to smooth out your ride and keep you fresher over a long, long distance. If you're going out for 20, 30, 40 miles, or if you're going out on a crushed limestone trail, that comfort, not your primary concern.
Totally. So if there was a John Spencer Blues Explosion record to describe the ideal gravel wheel, it would be Mo Witt, probably, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That did cross my mind. That would have been a good record of the day, but we can't play a whole record. Anyway, that's awesome, Andy. The wheels that I'm rolling right now are the Emporia line, and I've got to say that extra width and allowing kind of a more comfortable ride on some of the tougher stuff that I've taken them on has been a godsend. So I'm right there with you. I believe in that concept.
Yes. So we mentioned the Emporia. I know I'm familiar with like the Ardennes. What are the line of wheels you have? Like, is there like kind of like from the like low end, if you guys even have really a low end, to premium? Like, what is your line of wheels that have?
Well, so on the alloy side, we've got Ardennes and Emporia, and the difference there is 21 millimeters internal for the Ardennes and 25 for Emporia. And even, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, 21 millimeter internal, that was your gravel wheel. Mm-hmm. Like, that was pretty wide, and that was a cat's meow. That's what you really wanted. Well, it's not. You want something wider for gravel. So an Ardennes is as good as a lot of other people's gravel wheels, just from a dimensional standpoint, the shaping of it and the size of it. It's not bad at all. But that extra 4 millimeters really does, it works some magic on your tires and gets you a lot more grip and a lot more comfort. So there's the Ardennes and the Emporia. Ardennes we think of more as a road wheel now. And then on the carbon side, there's Emporia and Vanquish. Chris Stevens has run the Vanquishes at least the past couple of years, and as you guys know, he's pretty quick.
I'm sorry, who? Chris who?
Yeah, what?
For those at home, he's won the dam a couple of times.
Yeah, so he's ridden the Vanquishes, and so have I. I've ridden those things. I'll take every single advantage I can get because I'm in my middle years here.
Are you in your 40s now?
Yeah, plus.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 14 or something. Anyhow, yeah. So Vanquishes, they're not as wide as Emporias, but they are aero. And even on a ride like Dam where you're not going Or I'm not going that fast. Certainly people are. Look at Nick last year. Look at those fast guys. They're going fast. And that arrow wheel really helps them. But that one, well, I rode the first year and then I started flipping crepes after that. But the first year I was just amazed. Trent, you sent us off and I thought, we're going to kind of roll out. We're going to chat a little bit. I was just like, damn.
Bad out of hell.
I was just like, what are you guys doing?
We're having fun.
All day, right?
That was my fault. I was nervous. I was nervous driving that pace car, I guess. Sorry. I said it trying to.
It was nuts. And I was really glad I had arrow wheels because otherwise, I would have been by myself really fast. That typical, my problem's always, I got to stay with the fast guys. No, I shouldn't have done that. And then I'm just in no man's land for the rest of the day. But with arrow wheels, I could hang on up to the first checkpoint. That was great.
So I don't know if it's really a wheels question, but a lot of people running tubeless. I mean, I'm assuming most of your wheels are tubeless compatible, or they're all tubeless.
They are all tubeless compatible. And, we talked earlier about what should I ride. I expect if you're looking around for new wheels, you're going to have a hard time not finding tubeless, but I really would recommend tubeless in your wheel set for sure, and riding it at dam and pretty much anywhere. It's a pretty mature technology. It is quick. It rolls very well. It's not the headache that people think it is to set up. So yeah, tubeless, in favor of it.
All right. Well, Andy, thank you for joining us tonight.
No problem.
Yeah, and thanks for everyone for tuning in. As always, registration for the dam is closed, so we're full. We have the last ticket you can get is through the raffle at behindbars.com with a hyphen in between behind and bars. But remember, like I said, there's still hope, but you got to do the raffle and you got to support a great cause. So buy some raffle tickets and you could win the last spot on our official roster.
That's it for episode 4 of season 2 of Damn Fools. Tune in again next time for episode 5 and keep those damn questions coming. See y'all.
Bye.
And the good Lord willing, and COVID also, the COVID don't strike, I'd really like to flip crepes. So, we'll see what August brings. You might want to think about what requests you want, sweet or savory.
We are!